The following presentation is non-profit and is intended for entertainment purposes only. All events within this presentation are non-canon. Batman and all related characters are the property of DC Comics, Warner Brothers, and their respective owners. Hilarious Matrimony, a Batman fanfiction. Written and read by Robert Cantor. Chapter 15. Dick's frail form was connected to an array of machines that tirelessly monitored his vital signs. The sterile, clinical environment of the safe house that now doubled as a makeshift hospital room felt cold, but Corey refused to leave his side. "How is he?" Raven took her hand from Dick's head. "He's a fighter. He always has been. But the thing that's keeping him going right now is the thought that you're here waiting for him." Nothing would please Corey more than to pull the Joker's still beating heart out of his body and see the horror in his dead black eyes. But she also knew that the Joker wanted to finish what he started. Raven told her that she could feel Batman's rage across the city. If Raven said that Batman was going to kill the Joker, then he was going to kill the Joker. Being there for Dick when he woke up was more important than Corey's desire for revenge. If Dick didn't pull through, killing the Joker wouldn't make any difference. Batman stomped like a juggernaut through the Joker's funhouse, passing more and more twisted dead bodies as he went. This only served to intensify his anger and strengthen his resolve. "I'm surprised you're still kicking bats," said the Joker over the PA. "Not only have you fought Deathstroke, but you've taken a concentrated dose of Scarecrow's fear toxin. I did that once, and I woke up the next morning surrounded by dead bodies and handcuffed to a goat in some random McDonald's that I may or may not have crashed a truck into." Batman kicked down another door and found himself face to face with the Joker's new lady friends, Betty and Lucy. "I'm only going to say this once," said Batman. "Get the hell out of my way." "Make us," said Lucy. Batman hurled a batarang with the intent of knocking both of them out at once, but it hit something barely 3 feet away from the two and fell to the ground. "My sister Betty is a mime," said Lucy. "Only her gift takes it up a notch." Batman was about to put all his strength into kicking down Betty's invisible wall. 1 second he was charging at the two, the next he was kicking his foot against the wall next to the door he had come in. "What the?" "That's my gift," said Lucy, smirking. Lucy came at Batman from the left and pounced at him like a lion. Batman attempted to deliver a powerful uppercut, but he ended up facing the opposite direction and hitting the ground. Lucy kicked him in the back of the head, sending stars scattering across his vision. As he struggled to regain his bearings, Betty rushed over, her hand extended as if wielding a weapon. Batman felt a sharp pain as an invisible knife fought its way through his armor. "Those of you watching at home are probably wondering what the hell is going on," said the Joker. "It's really quite simple. My dear Lucy has the power to invert people's perceptions. In layman's terms, for Batbrain, everything is upside down and backwards." Normally, an inexperienced duo like Betty and Lucy wouldn't have been as much trouble as they were, but the Joker had Batman so wound up that he wasn't thinking rationally. The blows that continued to rain down threatened to overwhelm him, when from out of nowhere, something hit Lucy into a wall. "I'm going to beat the snot out of whoever did that!" Lucy looked up and saw Harley Quinn standing beside Batman, holding a big mallet in her hands. "That would be me." "Harley!" exclaimed the Joker over the PA. "How the hell did you get in here?" "You gave me a key," replied Harley, sticking out her middle finger for the camera. "Not that you'd remember. By the way, I left your buddy the Mad Hatter tied up outside."
"Well, I guess I should have hired better security. That one's on me," said the Joker. "But I distinctly said that no one else was to bother me, and I just happened to have a few monsters left over."
Outside, Jason witnessed several abominations charging out of the Joker's funhouse, just like the ones that had attacked the Titan's tower. Shit. Red Hood to Batgirl, I'm going to need backup. Back inside, Batman was finally getting his bearings. "Bats, go deal with my ex," said Harley. "I'll take care of these two." Batman rushed past them without a word. "This is going to be an awesome fight," said Harley. "And it's all going to be off-screen." "What are you talking about?" asked Lucy. "What screen?" "Look, girlie, let me spell it out for you," said Harley. "None of this is actually happening. There's a guy with a computer, and this is all happening in his sick, twisted imagination. I'm Harley frickin' Quinn, the Maid of Mischief, and you two are OCs. I know that none of this is real, but I'm not the one that ceases to exist when this story ends." "You're crazy," said Lucy. "And that's why the fans love me. Now let's do this."
"Three hot girls beating the shit out of each other," said the Joker. "There are no sexual innuendos here, people. I'd like to think I'm better than that." As Batman ran through the rest of the building, the Joker started reciting poetry. "Ladies and jelly spoons, hobos and tramps, cross-eyed mosquitoes and bow-legged ants, I stand before you to sit behind you, to tell you something I know nothing about. Admission is free, pay at the door, pull up a chair and sit on the floor. The show is over, but before you go, let me tell you a story I don't really know." The walls were decorated with childish paintings that illustrated the Joker's various crimes over the years. The paintings displayed everything from poisoning the Gotham Reservoir, the Jokerfish, shooting Barbara, killing Jason, all the way up to making Dick and Corey nearly kill each other. "One fine day, in the middle of the night, two dead boys got up to fight. Back to back they faced each other, drew their swords and shot each other. A blind man went to see fair play, a dumb man went to shout hooray. A paralyzed donkey passing by kicked the blind man in the eye, knocked him through a 9-inch wall into a dry ditch and drowned them all. A deaf policeman heard the noise and came to arrest the two dead boys. If you don't believe this lie is true, ask the blind man. He saw it too." Batman had long since used up the last of his patience. "Did you ever sit and ponder as you walk around the Strand that life's a bitter battle at best, and if you only knew it would lend a helping hand, then every man can meet the final test. The world is but a stage, my friend, and life is but a game. How you play is all that matters in the end. For whether a man is right or wrong, a woman gets the blame. So be a real-life Pagliacci and laugh, clown, laugh." Batman finally came to a door with the words, "The Final Joke," painted on it. Batman kicked the door down and found that the Joker was wearing a suit of purple body armor. Batman immediately chucked several batarangs at the crazy clown, but they embedded into a transparent wall. "Now, Bats! You don't want to start the game before you even know the rules, do you?" Batman rushed over at the wall and fruitlessly tried to break it down. "Batsy, old pal, I want you to know that I've thoroughly enjoyed our game of bat and mouse over the years. We're the warriors that built this town, You're the Dark Knight Detective, and I'm the Clown Prince of Crime. I'm the Ace of Knaves, and you're the King of Spades. It's been loads of laughs, and we've had a hell of a time. But now the kids are all grown up and getting married. Or at least they would be if I weren't killing them. The point is, we're not getting any younger, and I'd like to end this on a high note, before we get too old and can't even wipe our own asses. But don't worry, after tonight, I won't need you to drive me crazy anymore. I can walk from here. All of Gotham fell silent. So here's how we do this little tango, said the Joker. I've tucked away a great big bomb somewhere in Gotham, one with enough power to turn the entire city into a new Grand Canyon. Once I put this special helmet on, every wave that my brain gives off charges the bomb just a little closer towards maximum blammage. And just to make sure you don't get any funny ideas, the bomb is rigged to blow if you try to remove the helmet after I put it on. There's no way around it, Bats. If you want to save the city, you're going to have to realize that the only sensible way to live is without rules. Personally, I'm hoping you let everyone die, but even I don't get everything I want. Gotham was immediately engulfed in a panic. The rest of the Bat family and a handful of the Titans were busy trying to handle the Joker's leftover mutants when they heard the announcement. He's lying, said Barbara. About which part? Asked Jason. The bomb destroying Gotham, or that killing him will stop it? Barbara had to admit that Jason had a point. All this time, the Joker made it sound like he was trying to kill Corey, when in fact, he was trying to get Dick and Corey to kill each other. Batman had spent years trying to get inside the Joker's head, and even after all this time and all the horrible things he had done, he could still surprise him. Before we get started, Batsy, I just want to clear the air on something. No matter what a bunch of certified liberal asshats on the internet, or bozos playing with Legos think, I always did hate your guts. To emphasize his point, the Joker stuck out his tongue and both of his middle fingers. You see, Bats, the night we first met, I realized something. Comedy in its purest form is laughing at someone else's misfortune. Charlie Chaplin, the Three Stooges, Abbott and Costello, the Marx Brothers, the Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, you name it. All I did was stop being the victim. And I just love making you miserable. The Joker put the helmet on. The countdown had begun. I was doing some spring cleaning the other day, and you won't believe what I found. The Joker pulled out a familiar gun and crowbar. Now let's mumbo! To be continued. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, then like this video. Subscribe for more updates, and if you really want to help this channel out, click the links in the description below and buy my books.